in Argentina. 13 species here.
We're getting everything set up this morning. We were back in the same blind where we hunted the first night. The only difference is there's a big overcast this morning, so it's going to get light later. And the reason we're back on this pond is because it had the widest variety of species where we're at, a bunch of teal. And we're down to number 13 here in Argentina, which is the Brazilian teal. Haven't seen one on the water or in the air the whole week that we've been here. So we may have to start looking at bouncing farther north just because the birds may have left this area because it got a little colder before we got here. They haven't come back in yet. So we'll see what we get into this morning, but we're definitely starting to put some plans in the works of bouncing farther north into Buenos Aires where they're just more Brazilian teal. And normally they're Brazilian teal everywhere. It's just a little weather front kind of pushed them out. There's been a ton of activity this morning, just like every other morning. We're being pretty darn selective, trying to pick out a Brazilian teal just as it lightens up now. We've seen a few teal fly in, but haven't been able to pick out a Brazilian yet. We're gonna hunker down in here again, be pretty selective this morning, just looking for that Brazilian. But it's looking more and more like they're just not in the area. Ducks, and when they work like that and the decoys, it's tough to pass. Still a bunch of ducks in the air this morning. Gonna hang out until I get my limit, and then we're gonna get packed up and head north, continue on this trip in Argentina. I was hoping to get them all in one spot. Not gonna happen. 12 out of 13 in one spot, still pretty impressive, but it's kind of cool because we'll get to hunt another area of Argentina, get to see what it's like. It's just amazing hunting. That's all I have to say. It's just amazing.
We just got everything loaded up in the caravan here. We've got about a 2-hour flight to Entre Rios. And talking to outfitter Patricio down there, who we were with earlier this year, big game hunting, it sounds like there are a lot of Brazilian teals in the area. So when I was planning this out, the first trip, I actually wasn't planning to get so many birds at the one location. I was planning a second trip down in June, but being able to get 12 out of 13 with Brian and Maxie, it made it to where I'm going to jump through a couple extra hoops on this trip, try to get all 13 in a single trip, which would save obviously another trip down to Argentina. Got to go to Peru, so I want to leave that open just in case we have to go to Peru a second time. Anything else to add? So many cameras.
Patrick, how you doing?
How you doing?
Thank you for arranging this.
Don't mention.
I like it.
So let me ask for help.
Well, we're just getting into the Estancia and into Rios. It was about 4 hours total travel, which wasn't too bad. And the good thing in talking to Patrick, he said it's almost a complete opposite on birds. Here, the Brazilian teal are actually the most populated right now. Must be the weather or whatever it is, but excited to get out this afternoon. It sounds like we're going to see a bunch of them. And after chasing them for the last week, I'm excited to see what one actually looks like. We're just getting set up for the afternoon here. We're hunting a small, and I mean small pond, but there were about 50 ducks on when we pulled up here. Couldn't tell what any of them were. We're gonna go tuck on the other side so we'll have the sun in our back. Again, we're just looking for one Brazilian teal out of this. A lot of movement to get here, but Patrick said there are a bunch of them around, so hopefully tonight one rolls in.
Tengo la banqueta, la escopeta.
That one. Get your big lens, Justin. Oh, there's that sound they were talking about.
We're just getting everything set up here, and actually had a Brazilian come and land right in front of us. So saw the first one of the trip, and they are highly identifiable after seeing one. That was actually a pretty big sigh of relief seeing one, even though we weren't set up yet. Actually seeing one with our own eyes, because it was a lot of travel to get over here. Knowing they're in the area, feel pretty good about this afternoon now.
Two more. Left.
There it is, just like that. 5 minutes into sitting the Brazilian teal down, number 13 in Argentina. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I don't think I can wait. I gotta go see what it is. Get this last one in hand. How deep is that out here?
Nah, not too deep.
Not too deep?
It's just like.
Am I good to
like
walk
that.
out there and grab it?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. Brazilian teal, this is what we moved for right here. Moved to a spot that they were plentiful, and they are, because holy smokes, there's a group circling around us right here. It's number 13 in Argentina. Argentina is known to have 13 species of waterfowl, and this is For me, number 13. An absolute gorgeous duck. But I think we're going to get tucked back in that blind because I don't think we're done with the shooting this afternoon. That's awesome. I tried for a smooth walk off, but there it is.
Some might have left that egg.
That's a male.
A male.
Yeah.
That's not good.
So on the males, it's got a black head and obviously the red beak. It's pretty cool. Those feet though. And the color on those is just amazing. Seeing pictures and everything of the wings, they definitely stick out when you see them cupped and coming in like that. And we're still, shoot, it's not even 4 o'clock yet, so we're gonna hunker in it. I think we're gonna get into quite a few of them here tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome. They fly, made a sound.
A whistle.
When they are in the water, say, and call the other ducks, say,
Longer when they're in the water.
exactly.
Yeah.
And when you hit one, and come to male or female, and you hit one, say,
Okay. That's their warning.
yeah.
Yeah. We're out heading to go grab a duck that's down on the other side of the pond. And it just so happened there was a group that circled right when we were doing it. Got another drake here. We're obviously in a sweet pond right here because they are dumping in.
Right top behind you.
Big group.
Top.
Left, right now.
What an amazing way to end this in Argentina. 13 species here. There was no way that I thought I'd be able to do this in one trip. When I was playing at South America Waterfowl Slam, I actually had 2 trips planned to Argentina, but the first stop just worked out so good. Got 12 of 13, had to do a little bit of bounce. Came here, got into the Brazilian Teal, and did we ever get into them. Just an awesome, awesome time. This reminds me a lot of when we were doing the North America Slam, where we had to go get the Fulvous, had to bounce down even lower in Sinaloa to Culiacan. We finally got it, same type of thing here, but because I'd done that before, instantly knew we just had to move on this one, which ultimately it worked out. Got into a bunch of them tonight. They're an awesome and amazing cool duck. Their legs and beak are just cool. Now we got a couple weeks off until we head to Peru. Hopefully that'll be the last stop on the Waterfowl Slam. And then what I'm really excited about is to get up high in the Andes, hunt for an Andean goose. Those just look really, really cool. And how you do it's actually spot and stalk up there. We won't be sitting water holes, all spot and stalk. I can't wait.